toward the one, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the only being, united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. This is love,
Greetings and salutations. Welcome, Ustad Ji. This place was our Sufi teacher's home when we met him. Samuel Lewis, an American-born. He was a Shagir disciple of Hazrat Inayat Khan, Sufi Inayat Khan, who came to this country thinking he could spread the Sufi message through music. He came as the Royal Hindustani Musicians. He and his brothers and his cousin. In some ways the first Indian classical musicians to come here. And then he wrote like the definitive Bible on Indian classical music. You know, it's called Volume 2 of the Sufi Message.
Shabda, the mic.
Okay. So I read that extraordinary book, and he said Indian classic, we entered Sufi not to become professional musician, professional anything. We entered to wake up and become a nice person. But he said Indian classical music was the most beautiful, the quickest, the deepest, the most profound method to awaken. And I was I'd been a musician, played guitar and like that, folk music. So I thought, I'm going to learn this subject, just like that. And actually, he said in his book, his grandfather, Ustad Mollabaksh, was a beankar. He was known in India as the Beethoven of India. And I wrote in his book that the bean was dying. The lineage was dying. So I thought, I'm 20-something, super naive, and I thought, I'm not going to let that die. I'm going to learn this subject. So I decided I was going to learn the bean, but I didn't know anything about Indian classical music, nothing, So we just started making it up, or reaching where we could, and there were some local musicians who started to help us. Jia Sachdev, flute player, helped us, and then a Veena master came to San Francisco. His name was P.G. Shahji. I think he was from Mumbai. I don't remember where he was from, but he's a beautiful player. But he'd had throat cancer, so he talk like talk. Come here, talk. And he said he wouldn't train me unless he knew he had 3 years at least to train me. And during that period, I was in a musical group. We had a musical group called the Sufi Choir, a phenomenal group, like 15 singers. I was the guitar player too, and a bass player, and a keyboard player, and a drum kit, and tabla, and it was fantastic. One of the singers from the group had gone to a concert in Project Artaud. I don't know if is that still here? Project Artaud? Yeah. And he saw a singer there, an Indian classical singer named Pandit Pran Nath. So this is 1972. And he came back to our house. We lived at the Garden of Allah. And he said, I heard most amazing singer I've ever heard in my life. He was like a magician. And it was Vashish. And he was a good organizer, so he had invited Pandit Pran Nath to our home, the Garden of Allah, to give a group lesson to the choir, because that's where we rehearsed, and then also to give a concert. So first he gave the group lesson, and then a week later, when the concert was there, I approached him. I said, I'd like to start to study with you. And I even asked the Veena players, because I thought I'd be a Veena player. I didn't think I'd be a singer. And he says, I said, what do you think? Should I study with him? He said, you spend every minute you can with him. So then, after a few months, he said, if we continue like this, we have to have a little ceremony. Yeah, so I became his and I said to him, I'm already a disciple of a Sufi worship. He said, no problem. And it turns out, so most of you know that we're in a lineage, Chishtiya, that comes direct from Mother India and from the great musicians like Hazrat Amir Khusro. And later, so my music guru said, oh, no problem to me. At that time, Sam wasn't alive anymore. I asked permission from our Pir Moinadeen, and Moinadeen was so kind. He says, I only wish I had enough time to study with him myself. So I became his disciple, and then I found out his lineage is Chishti Sabri. Same.
Yes.
Same. Already in the same river.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and you have to appreciate it's different for a white boy in America.
I already do.
Yeah, to learn this subject. So this is our dear Ustad Shariq Mustafa. So he would be like he was Hazrat Inayat Khan's son in a musical way. His father is the most illustrious disciple of his grandfather, who's like one of the super pinnacles of Indian classical music of a previous century. Died in 1976. We looked it up. Born 1892. Ustad Ahmed Jan Thirakwa. So a whole lineage comes from him. So, in India, when you're born into a family like that, I imagine your first toy was a tabla, Yeah. So it's like morning, noon, night. It's oozing through you, and so comes from a super Sufi, deep wisdom lineage of musicians, of music, and it's an incredibly beautiful family. It's Mullah Baksh, Ustad Mullah Baksh, Inayat's grandfather, he was very keen to give other people than family line the chance to learn this subject, and that's why he encouraged there to be a notation system. There was no notation system of this subject for 5,000 years. The musicians felt that if you wrote this down, it would crystallize and die. It's a little hard to understand since we love our books, but no, if you write it down, it's finished. That was the view for many people. And there's something to it too. It's an oral transmission. I learned everything I learned heart to heart. So we're the same, but completely born born in the womb already. The tabla was sounding. His father was. How many concerts did you go to, you know, when you were in the womb, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah. So, and I learned this subject not to become a professional musician. No, there was times when that was the case, but because it was a spiritual path for me. And so it's very humbling that here I am, you know, an elderly white boy being accompanied by a lineage, you know, super rich lineage. But that's happened many times when I've gone to India, and everyone's always been super loving and super supportive. And so the idea for today is, you know, and this was at the request of our dear, our new Nakibs, that I sing for you a little bit, invoke our lineage, Hazrat Icon especially, my own guru, Pandit Pran Nath, his guru, Ustad Ahmed Jan Thirakwa. Indian classical system, as Anaya said, it's genius, and it's so spiritual. It's so very deep, and it's based on union through tones. So what we're listening to, and this instrument is called a tambura. This is an unusual tambura because it's a newer design with double gourds. But and this is our dear brother Vadan, Elijah Nissen one, a fantastic keyboard player and a musician himself. The ragas are designed to evoke deep feeling, and the rishis concentrate on the musical notes to understand, to develop a system that there would be a scale that was appropriate, more than a scale, a raga that was appropriate for the morning, and for the late morning, for the early afternoon, for the late afternoon, early evening, and so on and so forth. And for the seasons, we could sing the rain raga, Mohar, like that. And so, and even though we met, 20 minutes ago, we know the same language. So all of a sudden, I can say I'm singing this raga. Shariq probably knows the compositions I'm singing because they've been passed from student to student. Each of us learns them orally, so they're not exactly. There's always some variety. What's important is that they're alive in the raga. We know what rhythmic cycles. I can say, let's play in this cycle, and then it all works. And so it's a kind of a language that we can share together. So I thought I'd sing for you for not long, and because we have this fantastic maestro and guest here from Mother India, and honor him and honor his fantastic lineage, and also a young budding artist, a fantastic artist. So, because not only tabla player but a singer. So I haven't heard him sing it. So I'm looking forward to it. Anything you want to share about something?
After.
Okay, yeah. So around this time, there are quite a few different ragas that you could sing. One of them is called Pir Shabda. It's one of my favorites to sing. It's a very unusual scale for the Western ear. I'll say it in musical terms if that means something to you. Very good. Otherwise, don't worry about it.
Then also consider it's amazing. What is it? Even if you don't listen.
You know, in fact, so I don't know why, but I was attracted. So I grew up in New York City. I'm just remembering this now. I went to City College in New York. Ravi Shankar and Alan Raga taught a class at City College in New York. And I attended that class, 1967. I had no idea what they were talking about. Absolutely none. But I loved the
I
class.
have no idea what you're talking about.
No, so I mean, I can appreciate, it really. So that was even before I knew there was such a thing as Sufi, that, you know, was just in the hippie psychedelic days, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm going to that class. I attended it, I loved it. You know, I had their LPs. So this is Ragpuriya Namashri. The scale has a flat second, sharp 4, flat 6. It's a very unusual shape. The traditional method of a singer, especially a singer, is the first part is called an ala, which is a free improvisation of the notes, letting the raga slowly emerge and take life. And in some settings, I might sing a lot for 20 minutes, half an hour. The tabla player just sits there and has to listen to the singer, you know. And then comes a period, what's called slow rhythm, vilamba tal. And I think it's really unique to Indian classical music. Most of the compositions in vilamba are in either 12 beats or 14 beats. The composition I'll sing is in 12 beats. But here's how the tempo goes. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's very spacious, and inside of that, you can weave at really any tempo you want. You can sing very fast inside of the slow, but then the composition takes that 12 beats and it has like a jazz tune. It has an intro, you know. Then you always sing the intro, and then you're back to the 1. So then that would go on for quite a while. And then what you're most used to is that medium or fast tempo, madhyalaya or group, in 16 beats or in 12 beats. That's usually the shortest. 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes. But I'm going to keep it all, even though I've talked a long time already, I'm going to try to keep it a little bit shorter so we can enjoy our guest. And there's a beautiful tradition in Indian classical music, and it's a very special word, ijazat. It means permission. So, and if Hazrat Inayat Khan had left a instruction on who was his successor, that's called ijazat as well. But us as the performers, we would say to you, ijazat, would you give us permission to invoke music for you? So, Korean Namashri, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. he would say in his language, "Non-galabon Arab," nose throat very bad, or something like that.
Sounds fantastic.
Huh?
Sounds fantastic.
As you can see, the lineage of Mother India is just oozing out of pure ecstasy. So I'm going to pass this microphone to my dear brother, and I'm going to twist my chair around. And so I'll give you this mic, so you'll have the two mics. And we'll leave this on.
No, you can sit and relax.
Yeah, so you can, if you move this a little, and which key do you want? Same key?
C is good.
Okay. And which, should I turn it off the Swarmandal, or would you turn it off? Okay, let's get this here. Watch your hair. Okay, you got this.
I think I can use it without the stand.
No, it's you don't want it?
Maybe.
You don't want the stand?
Two. Wait,
No, that's good.
That's okay. Bismillah.
Blessings.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to your blessing, and we can feel your, the river of guidance from your father and your grandfather.
After listening to such beautiful music, I am still thinking what to say, what to do. Still confused and still lost in my thoughts. Thank you for beautiful music.
Thank you.
And with your blessings, I won't take a lot of your time.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit I'll play, and a little bit I'll sing. I won't be able to sing as him, not at all. But I'll try my best to, pass on some good, soulful Sufiana kalam composition to you that I have grown up listening to. And let's talk about tabla first. As Pir Shabda Sahib told you all that I come from a lineage and legacy. These are two very heavy words. I run away from that. It makes the other people, expect a lot. But I know that, I come from a certain family in India, and it's there with me for
like it or not.
Yeah, I like it or not. It's always there. But I feel blessed. I carry it with a lot of pride, and I work hard to, if not take it further, at least not, it shouldn't go down because of me. That's something I, work hard for. So yeah, this is an Indian instrument, tabla. The right hand is called tabla. The left one is called baya. Together, in the term we call it tabla. And as he told you about my grandfather, he was the greatest tabla player of all times in India, and all of the world people love him. And yes, I come from that family. And shall I play or talk a little bit how I... little bit. So I'll just tell you how, how my journey started and how my interest developed in this instrument called tabla. So when I was a kid, I used to run away from music. It's quite young. Like he was actually absolutely right that that people like me who have music in their families, they grew up listening to it much before we come in this world. So, but when I was a kid, when I was, I think, 3 or 4 years old, my father introduced me to this instrument because, well, that's kind of like a toy. Every kid, you show them this instrument and they watch you play a little bit, they'll be like, wow, this is producing sound. But producing actual sound takes a lot of, learning. It takes a learning process. And yeah, so after that, I always used to run away. I was like, what am I getting into? I don't want to do that at all. But yeah, every day, every week, I used to sit and play, but I used to run away, find a space from where I can just go out and play with my friends. But as I was growing up a little bit more and more, my mother saw that he's running away from this, and then she found out a way that I have to make him play and practice for a bit. So she said, okay, you want to go out and play? I said, yes, I do. And so she's like, okay, you can go out, no problem, I won't stop. But play for half an hour, 30 minutes. And then you can go and play for 2 hours or something, no problem, I won't say. I was like, 30 minutes and 2 hours. Great, it's a great opportunity for me. I'll play. I'll use this opportunity and start playing and do anything. She wouldn't know what I'm doing. She knew that. So I started playing and half an hour, okay, half an hour done. Now I'm going now. So I used to go play and come back. So every day, that everyday half an hour routine became 1 hour, then 2 hours, then 4, 5, 7, 8. So I used to practice for 8 hours in a go.
Started becoming addicted.
It was, yes.
You will bike.
Then she used to be like, how much will you play non-stop? That also happened. So then I started getting more and more opportunities in school to perform, and yeah, I was starting the school. So I was like, I'm doing something great. I have to do this to keep doing it. So that's how my interest developed, and I became a tabla player. And the major credit goes to my mother, then my father, who happens to be my guru as well. My father was a big, great tabla player in India, who's my guru. So the bigger relationship between me and my father is of a guru and a student, than a father and a son. Of course it's there, but I look up to him as my guru. Stronger relationship is of my guru. So today what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to play, I'm going to start off traditionally. I'm going to play a peshkar. Peshkar is, pesh means presenting something. Pesh is an Urdu word or Persian or Hindi. That will stay a secret till I Google it. So peshkar means it's kind of a brief introduction of what the tabla player is going to do. So I'll keep it short right now, and after that I'll be playing some compositions in teen taal, which is played 16 beats time cycle. And after qaidas, I'll try to put some visuals in traditional compositions that I love playing, just to for me to understand. I know you all are understanding everything. Even if I don't talk about it, I just start playing, I know you will understand. But for all of us to have an easy way to understand what I'm doing, I'm going to put some visuals here and there, and then I'll end it with some traditional compositions, and then sing a couple of Sufi compositions, Qawwalis, Sufiana Kalam for you. Usually there is always a harmonium player or a sarangi player, but unfortunately most of them were busy. So as they say, we are living in a modern world, so I'm going to use this app. It plays the lehra.
Okay, so
Just as a harmonium player.
let me, you can run it through this.
I think
It's
this
okay.
is quite loud for me. This would be good. This is good enough. This is brother or sister of sarangi. It's called israj, a little longer version of sarangi.
Maybe what we can do is this, when you're, last,
We can hear it. That sounds okay.
Thank you.
Music is the language of the soul. It's a universal language.
Music has no language.
Yeah, it doesn't have.
It's
a universal.
universal language.
Language of the heart, the soul.
qaida. It's a composition. All are compositions, but it's a qaida which is set. You play it, you improvise on it, and then you come back. That's his broad qaida. Systematically, you go ahead. Systematically, you go. That's what qaida means.
That is
In
amazing.
system. Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. The next composition qaida I'm going to play has an interesting small story attached to it. And one day I was watching TV. I do watch TV. Not just, I don't just keep playing. So one day I was watching TV and there was a hockey match. Yeah. Is that all right now? Yeah, so one day I was watching TV and watching a hockey match. So when I was watching it, I was like, something can be done with this. And then I came across this composition which will show you how two teams are working really hard to make a goal. And
Here's your disciple.
Yeah, she's named your disciple. She's very good. That's how you know music is universal.
exactly.
Cut his hair and then she just started.
Correct. That I feel that when the music is good,
Yeah.
it transfers to
Yes.
the kids.
It's true.
So I'm playing good music.
Yeah, because it transcends, time and space.
Beautiful. So the composition that I'm going to play is it will show you. Just trying to put some visuals. It's a traditional, age-old, maybe 400 or 500 years old composition, but just trying to present it my way. So you'll see how the team is trying really hard to make a goal with the sound of hockey hitting the ball. And then one person will make the goal. That'll be me.
That was interesting.
It's a pure field hockey.
Very good.
That's the sound. Everything will heat up. told you I'll make a goal.
Magic is good, yeah? Magic is good.
And that player who will definitely make a goal.
Magic.
It can't be missed.
That's always you, right?
Just thought of playing this composition and just remembering a story attached with it. Sorry. Thank you. I was thinking that I just started playing this composition and just remembered a very interesting story attached with it. That I have a habit of just going to my mother and just hugging her and giving her a peck on her cheek. But she doesn't like that. She pushes me away, and I'm like, it happens, it keeps happening. Oh, she's a very nice woman. She doesn't express that much. And we understand, and that's fine. So one day I went to her, I hugged her, and gave her a kiss on her cheek. And that was my way of loving her. She has a different way. In India, sometimes it can be this also. It's totally fine. Nothing happens there.
My tribe from Africa, women, moms don't show that much love too.
Exactly.
But they still love you.
Yes, exactly. So I went to her, I hugged her, I gave her a kiss, and she was already irritated with something. Maybe it was too hard, I'm telling you. So she also loved me. And I got upset. I was like, that's not fair. I mean, every time I go to her, she pushes me away. Today she gave me another kind of a peck. And when I went to my room, I was quite upset and sad. I was like, that's nice. That's not good. That's not good. And I took my instrument out. Now I'm going to play for 4 hours. I'm not going to go out of my room. This composition came in my head. I started playing, and then I suddenly realized that this happened. The sound, I'm able to relate this sound with what just happened with me. So you guys just imagine, I will be living that moment again. As I grow, as I move forward with the composition, there will be improvisations and everything. You will feel that the quality and the quantity of everything increases. You guys will enjoy, I'll be in the pain. Left hand is so first. The sound. composition that I'm going to play now it belongs to my grandfather.
Wow.
If you search him ever, find time to search him, his name is Ustad Ahmed Jan Thirakwa. And with his name, there is one thing comes: Mount Everest of tabla. Tabla is this instrument. In India and the world, people call him the Mount Everest of tabla, like the biggest, like that. Singing. Oh, I'm sweating.
Amazing.
Thank you. That was a very short piece of tabla solo. Usually in India and in other parts of the world, when you're playing a tabla solo concert, it goes for about 45 minutes or an hour and a half. So you need a lot of strength and power and practice. Anyway,
This
thank
one is
you.
good.
This is good, Jess. Thank you so much for listening
Thank you so much for playing.
You have to be thankful.
Listening was a lot of work. It's sweating.
A lot of energy, man.
We were really doing a lot.
Thank you so very much. I'll just sing a couple of things. I think I will just sing right now and won't play.
Okay.
Loud enough?
Yes, absolutely. This song, this track is about, it has a word called sajna. Sajna can be the Almighty God, can be your Pir Murshid, your guru, your spiritual guru, or your teacher, or your beloved as well. Can be anything. Sajna means that. So the poet says that, oh my beloved, I cannot do without you. There is no life. There is no me as well. Wherever I am, whatever I am, is you. So please come back to me.
Wow. Very deep.
ਵਿਛੋੜਾ ਨਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੇ ਪੇਸ਼ ਆਵੇ ਖੁਦਾ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਨ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਹਿਜਰ ਦਾ ਰੋਗ ਨਾ ਲਾਵੇ May God doesn't give anybody the pain of separation. Khuda, 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 दुश्मन किसे नू हिजर दा रोग न लावे ज़माना मारदा ताने जुदाई जान पे खावे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना सजना तेरे बिना ओ सजना तेरे तेरे बिना ओ सजना तेरे बिना साडा कलियां जी नहीं लगना साडा कलियां जी नहीं लगना सजना तेरे बिना सजना तेरे बिना ओ सजना तेरे बिना ओ एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना ओ सजना तेरे बिना ओ एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना ओ सजना तेरे बिना एक पल चैन ना आवे एक पल चैन ना आवे हो एक पल चैन ना आवे हो राती मैं जलावा दीवा हंजुआ दे तेल दा राती मैं जलावा दीवा हंजुआ दे तेल दा राती मैं जलावा दीवा हंजुआ दे तेल दा ओ राती मैं जलावा दीवा हंजुआ दे तेल दा राती मैं जलावा दीवा हंजुआ दे तेल दा हाय रब्बा सजना नू छेती क्यों नहीं मेलदा सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना ओ सजना तेरे बिना ओ सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना ओ 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 सजना तेरे बिना हो One more I'll sing. The next Sufi Hawali Kalam is called Man Kunto Mola. Very famous. You must have heard it. The poet says, अफलाक से लाई जाती है. अफलाक means the seventh sky. सीनों में छुपाई जाती है. He gives it in your heart. तौहीद की मैं आँखों से नहीं, तौहीद की मैं सागर से नहीं. तौहीद means honesty. Honesty, you know, it just doesn't come to you. It's, you know, you're taught about it by your parents. So God gives you. तौहीद की मैं सागर से नहीं, आँखों से पिलाई जाती है. Through your eyes, you know, it's beautiful poetry. I hope you like it. जी मौला हो जी मियाँ अफलाक से लाई जाती है अफलाक से लाई जाती है सीनों में छुपाई जाती है तौहीद की मैं सागर से नहीं आँखों से पिलाई जाती है मन कुन तो मौला ए मन कुन तो मौला हे मन कुन तो मौला हे मन कुन तो मौला अली मौला मन कुन तो मौला मन कुन तो मौला मन कुन तो मौला फाजा अली फाजा अली दारा दिल दरेदानी दारा दिल दरेदानी नोम तोम तना ना 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 तना ना ना रे नोम तोम तना ना 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 तना ना ना रे या लाली या लाली या ला रे या लाली या लाली या ला रे दारा दिल दरेदानी मन कुन तो मौला ए मन कुन तो मौला it's kind of a chanting you can do with me man kunto मौला हाँ मन कुंतो मौला हे मन कुंतो मौला मन कुंतो मौला मन कुंतो मौला हे मन कुंतो मौला फाजा अली फाजा अली दारा दिल दरेदानी हाँ दारा दिल दरेदानी नोम तोम तना ना 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 तना ना ना 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 तोम तना ना 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 तोम तना ना तोम तना ना तना ना ना तोम तना ना तोम तना ना तोम तना ना तोम तना तना ना ना तोम तना ना 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 तना ना ना रे दारा दिल दरेदानी मन कुन तो मौला ए मन कुन तो मौला परवरदिगार ला फता इल्ला अली ला सैफ इल्ला जुल्फ़िकार मन कुन्तो मौला हे मन कुन्तो मौला वाह 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 क्या बात है हाँ मन कुन्तो मौला वाह वाह मन कुन्तो मौला मन कुन्तो मौला मन कुन्तो मौला क्या बात है हे मन कुन्तो मौला मन कुन्तो मौला मन कुन्तो मौला हाज़ा अली उल मौला हाज़ा अली उल मौला दारा दिल दरेदानी हाँ दारा दिल दरेदानी नोम तोम तना ना 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 ताना ना ना रे दारा दिल दरेदानी मन कुन्तो मौला हे मन कुन्तो मौला हे मन कुन्तो मौला हे मन मौला हो जी मौला Thank you.
What do you think? Maybe just one little short tabla piece to close the thing. Don't you think so?
I think where we have come to the point, this is good enough. Seeing it again.
Go back to see where
By the way, you know, I think that in Arabic they say tabla also.
Yeah, tabla comes from that word tabla.
I was asking myself where
Yes.
it come from, Arabic or from India?
They say it's in Arabic and then went to Persia and then it traveled to India.
Yeah.
Tabla means, I think it means sound.
Yeah. It's,
And in Sanskrit also it means the same thing, sound.
Yeah, exactly.
And in Indian culture, it's a very interesting story attached with tabla. Lord Shiva, a god in India, all over the world, he used to play damru, a very small instrument. You can play both sides. Damru. His son, Lord Ganesha, the one with elephant kind of like face. Lord Ganesha used to play pakhavaj. Pakhavaj was used to be like this. Both side bassy sound. This is sharp. I think thousands of years ago, Lord Ganesha used to play pakhavaj. Then Hazrat Amir Khusro traveled to India from Persia. He must have felt that, okay, pakhavaj is a great instrument. He used to play pakhavaj as well. It's a great instrument. But how they say, but there's a saying, maybe I'm wrong, I'm just not getting it. So it's related to invention, something that need leads to invention, right? That's what I said. Yeah. So he might have felt the need of creating something new. He created a lot of instruments like sitar, tabla, sarangi, many more sarod as well.
Urdu language.
Urdu language.
So
So,
I don't know if you heard Hazrat Amir Khusro,
yes,
So he
great
was,
Sufi saint and poet.
the most beloved disciple of Hazrat Nizamuddin Auliya, buried in the same compound for those of you who've been there. And he's credited with inventing the tabla by taking the pakawat, like he was saying.
Cut into two pieces. Yes. So Lord Ganesha, then Hazrat Amir Khusro, and then straight to me.
And now to us.
Now to
Now
us.
you're gonna give it to someone, I hope.
Of course, I hope.
Okay.
Not, can be just family, can be students.
Yes. That shouldn't
Somebody
disappear.
who enjoys and you know takes it seriously.
Yep, it should not disappear.
It won't.
Yeah, you know, so.
The gods are taking care of it. You know, it's like that.
It's having a complete revival.
That's great. That's amazing. Wonderful.
Complete revival.
Yeah, whatever you want. It's up to you.
3 minutes, play the drums for us, and then we'll.
Definitely. I'll play one composition. It's called. I started talking about damru. It sounds like how you play drums with two sticks. I don't have sticks, but I have my fingers. Let's see what I can do with my fingers on the surface of tabla.
Okay, we'll check it out.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's see.
This is C.
Let's see.
This is just for the tuning of instrument.
Beautiful, hey? Wow.
Tuning is very important. Being in the pitch is very important because in Indian culture, we say swar hi Ishwar hai. Swar means the pitch, note. Ishwar is God. So we believe that this swar, these notes, these pitches are God. They are connected with God. And I personally feel, this is my personal feeling or opinion that, music is one thing. It's an amazing positive force that connects you with God in a click. That's what I feel. So a composition based on drums. In older times, they used to the kings and the kings used to, if they wanted to announce something for the public, they used to use an instrument called nagara. Dum dum
Oh,
dum.
it's
That used to sound like that.
amazing instrument.
Entrance, and if somebody used to enter their property, they used to play that. So this composition is based on that mainly.
Wow.
I play that.
Wow.
Grandfather coming down, Papa is so proud, and we're so grateful.
Thank you. I need to grateful. Getting a blessing.
Bismillah, Bismillah. You have all of our blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
What a blessing to have you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.